everybody's having a wonderful, restful weekend this morning. Um, Welcome to my channel. I am your host, Sean Farrell, and God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. A shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Continue to blow this channel up. Subscribe and hit that like button as well. And let's get right to it. Anxiety at work. Anxiety at work can be something that's a little tough to deal with. You know, I've told you that my girlfriend has. My girlfriend also deals with anxiety as well, and so she has anxiety on a regular basis. But and I've had anxiety as well. I deal with depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, whatnot. But there was a situation back in 2010 that began to take shape. Back when I used to work at FedEx, and I started out at FedEx in 2004. I had originally applied to work nights, but they were in the middle of a hiring freeze, so I took the day shift. I took the day side shift, and worked on day side for about, a good year. About a good year, a little over a year. And then I moved to night side just before 2006 started. And so, and the main reason why that I moved to night side was to have those automatic weekends off. Day side, you're on the set schedule on day side, but working day side also includes Sundays, working Saturdays and Sundays as well. And so the reason why that I moved to night side was to get those automatic weekends off. There were no weekends if you work night side. That probably explains why a ton of people worked nights instead of days, because we had a very high number of people who worked nights. It was a worldwide hub, and it was in the airport area, and it was at several different buildings, locations, all around the area. And I bring that up because I was working on this topic this week, and anxiety at work. These are just some of the things that anxiety is: nervousness, being tense, feelings of danger, panic, dread, excessive worrying, impending doom. And I circled 3, really 4, of the things that that contributed to my departure at FedEx. nervousness, feelings of danger, dread, and panic. Those are the four that I um, was dealing with the most. And again, um, when I started out at FedEx in 2004, the anxiety for me almost kicked in right away, even though I was on day side. But um, it was a small, but it was a small factor. No, I don't really think that the anxiety for me had reached a unbearable level. Not in 2004, at least. Not in 2004, at least. And so I would say through 2004, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 2009, um, my anxiety was there. It was there the whole time, but it was something that I deal with and I could control a little. I, it was a controlled anxiety that I dealt with. Um, but around 2010, um, that's when the trouble really started. That's when the trouble really started because I just mentioned a moments ago that that was a worldwide hub that I worked in, and ish load of people worked out there on night side at least. And in 2010, I would say that's when it started to really take its toll. And that's where my anxiety was heightened um, just a little bit. I know I felt it. I know I felt it. Um, for me, it was kind of like anxiety was hugging me. Um, um, I know it's kind of complicated to explain, but it felt like anxiety was like really hugging me because it was just so thick, and because I could like feel it on my arms, I could just like it's just like something was hugging my arms and my body. Something was hugging, and I felt it, and I felt it, and that must have been anxiety just being so damn thick that I literally felt it hugging my body, and it felt like a wee bit of something sharp hugging my body. Again, it's really hard to explain, but it felt like there was something a little bit sharp, not too sharp, but something a little bit sharp was hugging my body. And this is where the dread came in for me. Midway through 2010, um, it started to get a little bit more worse. The feeling that was hugging my body, it was still there. I really didn't know what was going on at that time. All I know is whenever I walked in there, I dreaded it. I was afraid to go in at times. Yes, I was. I was afraid to go into work at times. Um, Nervousness, of course. Um, Feelings of danger. Yes, I had that. And panic. But the thing about that is that I did not show it. My coworkers did not see it because I never showed it. It was all internalized. So my feelings of danger, I didn't show it. It was a silent feeling of danger. Panic. There was a silent panic. Dread. Silent dread. And nervousness. A silent nervousness. And so, in 2005, going to 2006 for a really short period of time, I did have a positive attitude. I did have a positive attitude every night I went in. I did have a positive attitude. And to this day, I do not know where that positive attitude went. I really didn't. And like I said, in 2010, it began to take its toll. Now this may sound silly. But it was kind of a big deal to me. I just mentioned that that's a worldwide hub out there. Okay? That's a worldwide hub. Okay? This may seem silly, but it was a big deal to me. Okay? And if you didn't hear me again, it may seem silly, but to me it wasn't. The way that people acted out there. The way that people were out there acting like idiots. Sometimes acting like a fool, acting crazy. Now to the average person, they would say, big deal. Big deal. Big deal. Who cares if somebody acts like an idiot? They're acting like a fool. No, they're acting crazy. Who cares? But to me, I was dealing with anxiety. And again, nervousness, feelings of danger, panic, dread. I would say the way people acted out there contributed to my nervousness. And again, it may seem silly, but it's not to me. When you have a mental illness, everything is a big deal. Everything is a big deal. Every damn thing is a really big deal. But yeah, the way some people acted out there, acting like idiots, acting like a fool, acting crazy. I just can't deal with it. Just can't deal with it. And moreover, I couldn't deal with that, with the large amount of people that worked out there. Now, looking back on that, so midway through 2010, it got worse. 2011, it got even more worse. And by 2012, I was at my breaking point. At 2012, I was at my breaking point again. Silent nervousness, silent feelings of danger, silent panic, and silent dread. Um, by 2012, I was silently at my breaking point. Very silently at my breaking point. And I needed to get out of there because my anxiety was completely in charge. Every time I went in there, you got all these feelings I'm going through. You got the sharp feeling hugging your body. And so I had to get out of there. I just had to. Now, see, the thing about that was, um, I, I was trying to hold out. I was trying to hold out as best as I could. Okay. I was trying to hold out as best as I could. But by August, I had pretty much had it. By August, I had pretty much had it. And I told my coworkers why I was leaving. I told them the reason was I was attempting to become a truck driver, which I somewhat succeeded at. I somewhat succeeded at that. I was driving trucks, but not those big 18-wheelers. I was driving trucks, but I was driving the bob trucks. So I was sort of successful at that. Somewhat successful. But the overwhelming reason why was I just had it with being in that large environment. I just had it with people acting the way they were, sometimes acting. And I couldn't take it no more. And ironically, August 31st was the date that I left. August 31st, 2012. That was the last day for me at FedEx. And ironically, in September, that would have completed my 8th year, I believe. Yeah. So I was there for almost 8 years, and by the end of August, I just simply had it. The feeling of anxiety, feeling scared to come in every night, just that feeling hugging your body, scared, dread, nervousness, danger, just couldn't tolerate it no more. So, had to get out of there, which I did, of course. But looking back on that, yeah, I probably would have taken some days. I probably would have taken some personal days if I could have to try and deal with those feelings. But I didn't take too many personal days back then. And so I just dealt with it silently. None of my coworkers knew what I was going through. So I just dealt with these feelings. I suffered in silence, as they like to say. You know, it's pretty much what I did. I suffered in silence. And when I got out of that environment, I was happy. And I remember, this one guy. This was a few years ago before I left. This was a few years before I left, and I had on my FedEx stuff on. And he said, yeah, man, how you used to work out there? I kind of miss it though, man, because they have all of the hoes. I'm like, and so when I left, I thought about what he said. I said, I don't miss nothing about that place. I really don't. I don't miss nothing about that place. You know, you know, would I go back there? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go back there. I don't know whom it hits it. You know, but I wouldn't go back there. Nah. All right. I think I've said what I wanted to say about anxiety. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share and subscribe. I will see y'all soon. May God bless you all. God bless my subscribers. Hello to my new subscribers. May God bless you too. Spread the word about this channel, about mental health. Subscribe, like, and I will see y'all later. Peace out, y'all. God bless.